Well, good evening. It's good to be here with all of you tonight on this longest night of the year. I think it's important to come together and to acknowledge together our pain, our loss, our grief, and even our suffering during this time of year when so much joy is expected of us. Many of us feel the pressure of the season to be joyous and to have everything decorated and prepared and perfect. The demand to celebrate and to sing and to be filled with light. The expectation that everything will be wrapped in pretty paper and covered in a bow. And many of us feel this disconnect between what is expected of us and how we feel inside. We might be grieving, sick, wounded, or suffering. We might be weighed down by the struggles and challenges of the world or even the workforce. We might not feel like or identify with the people we see in the Christmas movies or the stories or the commercials. We might not have the energy and the joy to celebrate with our family as expected. Many of us may have lost the one or the ones who used to add the magic to this holiday season. And this disconnect causes us pain, can make us feel isolated and alone. Perhaps everyone else is truly filled with joy or is just better at putting on a brave face. But regardless, we can be left feeling like we don't belong, or like we aren't going to be welcomed or accepted. But at the risk of sounding cliche, I think the world often misses the true reason for the season. We must remember that God became incarnate to welcome and to support the brokenhearted. Remember that God came to comfort those who mourn or are suffering, to welcome and include those on the margins and those who are made to feel like they don't belong. God became incarnate precisely for nights like this and for people who were feeling the weight of the darkness. God came to bring connection and relationship and belonging. God came to heal a broken and a fractured and a sinful world. And God came to bring healing and love to the very same feelings and emotions that brought you here tonight. God came to soothe and to comfort any dark or blue feelings that you might experience. In a few moments, we'll take some time out to pray. And you'll be given the opportunity to remember the people and the things in your life. And I want us to take a few moments now to reflect and to gather and to prepare our thoughts. I ask that you use this silence to remember those who've been loved and lost, and to reflect upon the loss or the sickness or the pain that you carry. I read a reflection this week on grief that encouraged us to acknowledge and to shine a light in our pain, to let ourselves sit with it, because light takes away the power and the mystery of darkness. So I invite you to take a few moments to reflect and to invite God and God's light into this moment.